Say how I can my group and shit like man. When I'm in the group, they take down, I stay in the stoop. Try to get my mouth doing snoop. Every time I see no truth, the type of spot I've been out. Have you ever done shit you do? I had to realize it's not funny to me. Why my game's funny to you? I had to realize niggas not living like me. I can't realize my truth. No copy, but it's I just get to my loot. I'm thinking the curses, no more food. Fuck that. I'm a real nigga, like I never lie. It's some shit I listen to on stream. I'm a real nigga. I ain't gonna lie. We might gotta grab a little swipe or Jew Money. What's his name? Whichever one of them niggas you heard, they both added to the list. Fuck that. Bounce here 564. What you gonna do? Like when the reapers coming for you. See that face? Give me the loot. Make a move. Take my pocket and drive through. I'm in the week time, being in the week. Then see my fish full. There's no making the proof. And he not gonna shoot me and take me to school. I really do pain when I was out of school. Yeah, my when it's a little new. Like when pain was
A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear
something stirred inside all these first former Raven and
we will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
And the ball pops out.
The ball.
Maybe some early game jitters showing there, and very fortunate to retain possession on the opening kickoff. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes onto the field first today. And here comes the sophomore running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's eyes. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know, in the offseason is Matt Rhule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face.
Players. That's what I'm going to bring to the Giants. I don't know if you're playing defense, you got him.
A lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step. Right? Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple of years. They just need that trigger man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. The 20. Pass to touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Rutgers offense will now get its first chance with the football. How will they be able to deal with this lockdown corner on the outside who believes he can take away half the field? The run inside. It's Raymond. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Quarterback keeper. Pushed down for the tackle. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him.
Here's a little room there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw it again. It's picked off, Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Huskers! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Raymond. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside, it's Raymond. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Slithers into space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that.
Maybe some room here. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes. But
got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the... They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. Turning it on! He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're working that left side. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? To the air. It's Calandria. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Makes the catch. It's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his...
Turns on the Jets. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Terrapins looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Now over to your game in Piscataway. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Finds a little space, maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Quickly to the tight end.
If we're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He fires a bullet to the right. Pulls in the deep ball. Off to the races. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Runs through the tackle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run inside. It's Ives. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got a man. It's Hunter. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Raymond. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The corners are walked up tight. Shotgun snap on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cornhuskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Touchdown, Huskers! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Duff. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rutgers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. What a cut. Now he's loose. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nelson. Turning on the Jets. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Nelson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Duff. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Now they'll run it to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. You're going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.